Happy morning, dear friends. Here's yours, Dr. Rajanta. Welcome to Demystify with Ajay. Today we are in the third part of DataFrame. We have seen how a DataFrame is structured and how it can be created through the use of constructors. A common operations to learn is how to access its internal elements through selections. So dear friends, before going into the topic, we want to let you know that we have divided this session into 3 parts, each covering a specific aspects of topic. By subscribing to our channel, you will never miss any update and get notified of our latest videos and series. Let me just jump into the topic that we want to make use of the access, that is the selection, with the various elements. And dear friends, it is very important to have at least the fundamental basis for accessing these elements in order to start working with this type of objects. So we have seen that the index and columns attributes allows us to access the index objects as substructures of the data frames. In the same way as the values attributes, which returns as the values contained as an n-dimensional array. But very often we want to select certain subsets of values contained within the data frame. So to be able to view and modify them in a simple way. For this purpose, there are two selectors is there. One is iloc, which we just say index based location or integer, which we are just going to give a sequence of integers starting from 0, and next it is only with loc. So with help of enormous in this purpose, this iloc selections allows us to select the value of data frame, specifying the row and column through the corresponding numerical indexes. So how it can be possible is, of course, this is how it can just make it by row number and to the top column number. So I just specify this with the commands. Okay, so let we define a data frame and we just start working with the selections. So here it is, and let me just create an nd array, and here I'm just going to make use of the array. Let me just define 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, next 7, 8, 9. So this is what the array, and let me just define the data frame here. So pd dot and let I just give the NDA as the data, and next I have to specify the index, which is the row. So let I just make it in the lowercase, and of course let I give the columns to be in a differentiate manner. So I just provide it in the uppercase. So here we just go to have the data frame. So kindly just have a note of it. So this is our data frame. So we will be able to access a single value by specifying its row and column number. So by using this iloc. So let me just give it. So kindly have a note of it. This is what the data frame. And from that, if I just provide iloc of 0, 1. So actually this selector, how would just make it? It just gives the 0. 0 is the row and to that of column 1. And that column it's of this one. That is the B. So here, of course, the column which we just got, it is the row 0 and the column 1, and exactly the element is 2. Yeah, this selection is also useful if you want to select an entire row or an entire column. So let me just give something related to the, if I just want to have a particular row, so 0. And kindly just see here what I'm just making. This is exactly a selection of first row, the every element. So this exact row, see, of course we are just getting it in a horizontal manner, but kindly just to see here, it is all about the first row's element, which is just the index is 0. And if you want to just give it in the second column, if you want every elements from the second column, yeah, we can just get it done by using this. So DataFrame 1, and kindly just observe, this is iloc, and every element in the row. So I'm just going to give the column, that is the every element from the rows, and here the column selection is 1. So here what it is just making is selection of second column alone. So kindly just observe 2, 5, 8. So here we are just getting 2 and 5, and next one is that 8. So dear friends, of course we are just seeing, as you can see, by expressing a single number, this will be understood as the row number to select. So while if we want to select a column, yeah, then it would be necessary to insert the exact column character which we have just done in the previous, yeah, as like this. For the row number, in this case it means all the rows, and then the number of columns to be selected. Okay, fine. So let me just see the exact example for LOC, and kindly just see here, dear friends, this LOC selector works in a similar way, except that it accepts as arguments, so the labels present in both index and columns to make the selection. So in this case, we will enter the label of the row and column of the value, and we want to select it. So kindly just see here how I'm just going to make it is, yeah, from the data frame 1, I just want to locate, that is the selection where the index is of 0. Sorry, is the index is of A. So what it just means? Yeah, of course, it is the first row. So see here, all the exact element of this row, it would be selected. So see here, the same as we have just seen in the fifth cell. Yeah, it is all the same thing, but here what we are just giving, here we are providing the label. And of course, yeah, let me just see it with the column. So how this is going to happen, let me just give the same example which we just specified in the sixth cell. So to have a differentiate with iloc and LOC, kindly just observe, I'm just going to give every row and to the label B. So which it just means the second column. So this is how, yeah, this is how we will enter the label of row and column of the values we want to select. And let me just move on to the next one. It is all about multi-index data frame. So let us just make it the heading as multi-index data frame. So see here, dear friends, this exact, in fact, the one we have seen so far have an internal structure with one index level per row and one index level per column. But the Pandas libraries allows us to further extend this structure by inserting higher level of indexing both by rows and by columns. So when you have a data frame with these characters, it is generally referred to as multi-index data frame. So let me just create a multi-index data frame from a dictionary of tuple. Dear friends, we have seen that the combination of types to generate structured data at many in Pythons, and they can reach very complex levels of structuring. So some of this can still be interpreted correctly by the data frame constructor. So if the structure is multi-level hierarchy, it can still be converted into a multi-index data frame. So let me just see an example of how a data frame constructor can generate a multi-indexed data frame. It is just with a dictionary of a tuple with a nested two-level structure. So here I'm just going to give the example. So it is of dictionary of a tuple. So let I just specify that, and here observe it, dear friends. So this is a dictionary, and inside the dictionary I'm just providing a tuple. Okay, so this is x comma a, and how for this is what the key. Okay, and I'm just going to give the values that also in dictionary. Kindly just observe, dear friends, how I am just providing it. So this is, let I just differentiate with the lowercase. This is a, okay, and here it is 1, and next one it is x. I'm just giving it in lowercase, and this is 4, and next one it is x and comma c. Here I'm just going to give 7. Hope, I think so you are able to get it done what I'm just specifying. And yeah, of course, I'm just going to give the other exact labels also. So observe it, dear friend. I'm just going to give y, and I'm specifying it with a small d, and let it be 0. And next one, yeah, of course, same y and comma e. Here also I'm just going to specify 0. Okay, so this is what the first one. Okay, and let I just make this copy so that it would be easy for you to understand. I'm just going to copy this and make it. So now here, of course, wherever the a is specified, here I'm just going to make it as a b. So of course here it is the value of 2, and it's 5, and next one it is 8. And of course the y of d is going to be the 0, and y of e, it is going to be the 0 2. And next, what's next? Of course, yeah, exactly, it's correct. So it is all about the c, and here I'm just going to make it the value 3, value 6, and value 9. Yeah, of course, it is not at end. Yeah, we are just going to make it for the y2. So y, I'm just going to make it here. It is all about y, and this is all about d. Okay, and of course, this one I'm just going to specify it as -1, and this one as -3. Let it be as xc -5. Next, last but not least, I'm just going to give the last one, which I'm just going to specify is, this one is E. I think you are able to understand what I'm just specifying it, dear friends. Kindly just observe. Here I'm just going to give as -2, and it is all about dictionary of tuples, and here it is -4. That's it, dear friends. So kindly just see. So exactly this is a complex structure of the dictionary of tuples. So it is still interpretable by a data frame constructor and is passed as input. Okay, what it is, the output? Yeah, here it is generating a multi-indexed. So see here, I'm just specifying it as multi-df. Let me just define it, pd dot data frame, and here I'm just going to give this dictionary tuple to be the input, and let me print the multi index data frame. So see here, dear friends, how we are just getting H, how we are just getting this. So here as we can see in the output representation, as a result, the label of index, here it is everything in the lowercase a, b, c, d, e. And the column here, it is all about the uppercase, that is A, B, C, D, E, or grouped under other indices as this X and Y, which is in the lowercase, and X and Y in the uppercase respectively. And of course, using the iloc and loc selector, it is possible to extract a data frame with a single index level from this multi-index data frame. So let me just have that accessing, that is the selection of it. So kindly just see how we are just going to select it. Of course, it is a multi-df, and let I just give the uppercase X, and kindly observe, by using LOC, I'm just going to make it whichever there in the LOC of the small x. So see here, what we have selected is this exact. So actually the y is not included. Of course, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So however, while remaining within the multi-index data frame, some selection can be made by accessing different subset. So for an example, if we want to access the value of a single column, it will be sufficient to specify within a square bracket. Okay, so let me just give it. So here it is the multi-df, and kindly just see, I am just providing upper X and upper case A, and see here what we just get, the first whole column of this. For the first whole column of the A, this is what I'm just getting it. So and see, kindly just to see the output, what we just get. So 1, 4, 7, 0 and 0. And also for multi-index data frame, there are columns and index attributes. Only in this case, then we return a multi-index object. So instead of index, yeah, let me just give like this also. Kindly just observe, dear friends, this is what that multi, and if you want to know what is the column, yeah, here it is. So these are the columns, XA, XB, XC, YD and YE. These is the columns. And of course, you can also have the indexes as well. So see here, everything here, it is in the lowercase. So if on the other hand, we want to see the labels divided by the levels, yeah, we can use the level attributes also. So for that, yeah, kindly just observe. So multi-df dot columns of levels. So if I just provide columns of levels, kindly just see. So XY in that A, B, C, D, E. And if you want to see it for the same here in the index, yeah, here we can just see index levels. So here it is in the lowercase. So however, the use of multi-index data frame can be very complex. It is preferred to extract a simple data frame containing the values we need from this type of objects. If you want, yeah, we can just use the LOC or iloc as we have just specified previously with the example. So kindly have a note of it, dear friends. And yeah, we in this session, we have seen the data frame, how they are structured internally and how to use the index and the column for indexing. And we also presented how the data frame constructors are able to construct these objects receiving common type of data such as list, tuples and dictionaries as inputs and in different combination of them. And finally, in this section 3, yeah, we concluded with a brief mention of most extensive case of structured data, that is the multi-index data frame. And dear friends, if you want to take your learning to the next level and join us on the exciting journey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Let's see you on the next part of the session where we are going to discover many possible operations and calculation tools under data frames. Happy learning, dear friends. Thank you.